Hello and welcome, Protos, to another Galaxy News Network. I'm your host, G-Clef. It is Tifera Special and Tiana today. As many of you have been waiting, I've been seeing a lot of comments that you're pulling Tifera no matter, regardless of what happens. Well, we already had her skills revealed a week ago. If you haven't checked that out, we will be there. Hey, G-Clefy, my G, hey, again? Welcome back, G-Clef. Oh no. Oh, some language. Guys, I'm great to be back. By the way, how are you guys enjoying season number 2? For me, very pleasant. Refinement options. Oh, we'll talk about refinement. But before we do, before we start today, talking about the news, we have a few things to address. The Chaos Zero Nightmare team is continuously reviewing and strengthening internal process to strengthen all the issues that have been addressed in the recent weeks. And we will approach future updates with greater care and caution to ensure that similar situations do not occur again. We do like to apologize for those issues. And there were notices on Stoke a couple of weeks earlier, so we do want to address that first before we do anything else. And we will also make every effort to pay closer attention to all aspects in game for better player experience. That is the first thing that we want to address. I know, we love you, I know. I need to cosplay next stream. If I don't have to apologize for the better moments, I will consider. Yes, please. So, and another big feedback that we'd like to address before we go into Tifera. Since the last update, we received a lot of feedback, and one that stood out the most was refinement option in Season 2 Chaos. Some refinement options are currently too situational for general use for a lot of other combatants, making it difficult for experiment with a wider variety of combatants in the Season Chaos. So, currently working on improving underperforming refinement options to make them more versatile and broadly useful. So we will roll out this update as soon as tomorrow. So it might happen tomorrow, it might not. With the patch, so you can have more freedom experiencing with more builds. So, and we'll talk about more refinements towards the end. So that is that. Probably the hardest part. It's the yap guy, guys. For sure, I will yap a lot less today because we've got Tifera waiting. That's right, full screen. That was one of the feedback as well. Welcome, Order Controller, another controller. Oh yes, the protagonists of Season 2, Chapter 2 are Tifera and Tiana. Tifera is an Order controller who engages in combat through archetype-based abilities. Okay, so we have a very short video. So let's play that first for Tifera. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the design. Tifera and Tiana are twin sisters. After losing their parents, Tifera and her younger sister Tiana were left to survive on their own. But circumstances drove them apart and the two were separated. We'll have more details in the story that will be available tomorrow. So find out more about her in story season 2, chapter number 2. So that is the basics. So before we get into the cards, I know the cards were revealed, but I know you guys are all waiting for the epiphanies, but just wait for a second. So her mechanics, she's a support-focused combatant, creates archetype cards with various effects as heal, shield, AP, and ally buff, especially damage. So she is a all-in-one kit. She does it all. Sounds very strong and unique. So some key points. She creates multiple archetype form cards, which are exhaust cards, so you don't forever have it when you play it. But she can keep on creating those cards. But you can activate those exhaust-based combo as ignition. Like for example, the Hue Flash from 9. It's going to be very easy. And key point 2, using archetype cards, you can gain AP. Yes, actually lots of action points actually. Greatly upgrade the next attack card or maximizing damage for high-cost cards. And key point 3, when archetype 4 cards are used, Event Horizon card is upgraded. So we'll talk about Event Horizon very soon as we get in game. So these key points, I think we need slightly more intro and talk about the cards. So let's go directly in game, and many of you have seen the reveal of our cards already, but let's quickly just go through. First, her stats. That's Tifera. She's wearing, she's already having the memory fragments, so that's not the basic stats of the cards. Let's go by one first. So, defense-based damage, basic card, heal. It says barrier deployment, haha, it's only healing. Hold on 1 second, because that might be a little different after we go through the potential. So second, barrier deployment. The third, Quantum Seed. This is actually the key card for Tifera. Heal 120, create 2 archetype cards in draw pile and draw one of them. Where's archetype? We've got some Squid Game going on here. Circle, triangle, square. Heal 1 AP for 0 cost. That's a godlike card if you can keep on getting that. And the triangle, shield, but more damage of the next attack card. Square, it's a heal plus you got the draw archetype, so you can take care of the draw. So Quantum Seed, the key card. Let's move on. Form coverage, draw 2 cards. You get double the effect of those cards for 1 turn. Creation and Destruction. Reminds me of an artifact. Some defense-based damage, shield, heal. By the way, these are actually supposed to be 100%, but it's already buffed because of some upgrade that we've been doing that I have on this Tifera. And harmonization, you guys probably know this already. There were some cards that had harmonization from the beginning of Season 2. Harmonization, if the cost of this card's action point are identical, activate this effect. Double the effect. So if you have 1 AP left, when you use this card, it doubles the effect. Dual creation. When 2 archetype cards are created, create 1 identical card in discard file. Okay, that's an upgrade. Event Horizon. 2 costs, okay. Unique. Form upgrade, okay. We'll talk about that real soon. 1 AP, draw 1, increase damage of the first hit, next attack card by 40%. So, what is form upgrade? While in hand, when an archetype card is activated, so when you use an archetype card, increase a random effect by 100% until used. So 100% might be a little confusing, so I'll give you an example. Max 3 stacks, so 0 out of 3. So if you use circle, square, and triangle, you're going to have 3. So each time you use it, you're going to get either 1 AP or 1 draw or 40%. For an example, let's say you used 1 and you got 1 out of 3 upgrades. So it'll be 2 either it's random. It goes on random AP or draw or the damage boost. It can be up to 4 AP, 1 draw, 40%, or it can be 1 AP, 4 draw, 40%, or 1 AP, 1 draw, 160%, depending on the random thing that you get. It's an upgrade within a card. Does that make sense? And Epiphany time. Oh. So those are the 5 for the Quantum Seed. First, heal 180, create 3. Upgrade in numbers. Second, select 1 archetype card, create 1 in hand, and draw a pile each. Third, this one's interesting. Predict which archetype card will be created. Create 1 archetype card. If predicted correctly, create the rest in draw pile. So when you use it, circle, triangle, square will pop up, and you have to predict which one's the right one. You have 33% chance of getting it right. So you click 1. If you get it right, you get that card in your hand, and then the other 2 in the pile. If you get it wrong, you just get whichever was selection. That is it. So there's lots of gamba in this. Next, 1 cost a skill. Create 3 archetype cards and draw a pile. Draw 1 of them. Activate retain effect 2 times on 1 random card. Last one's an upgrade. Create 1 archetype card. When AP is 0, create 1 of each archetype card in hand and draw a pile. Might be a little confusing, but you get this, you understand this pretty quickly. So Quantum Seed. Predicting sounds very, it sounds very with a lot of potential, but you can always get it wrong too. So, and the next Epiphany, set, form convergence. Got all skills. Draw 3 archetype cards, double a random effect of those cards for 1 turn. Draw 4. This is one, so retain. Select and exhaust 1 exhaust card in hand. So when you use it, you draw it, and then you can exhaust something like Hue from 9. 0 cost. Change all archetype card in hand into a different archetype card. It's a lot of randomness, so if you don't like it, maybe this is the one to go, just in case. And retain, draw 1 archetype card. So there's a benefit of retaining this with 0 cost, so you can use it when you want. Skill, 1 cost. Select and exhaust 3 exhaust card from all cards. Draw 1 exhaust card for each exhausted. Also retain. I'll draw 1 archetype card and repeat until the same card is drawn consecutively. Max 6 times. Sounds like lots of shuffles. Lots of shuffles. Creation and destruction. First, 216, defense base. This is the not the only. We got the 1 basic card attack, but this one's also doing damage, defense base damage, shield, and heal. But remember, harmonization. You double everything. So damage, lots of shield and lots of heal. Could be useful. 5 cost with a giga damage. When a card is exhausted, this decreases the cost of this card by 1 for 1 turn until used. So if you're exhausting a lot of other cards, the cost will come down for more damage. And the third one, 2 cost, 192 defense base damage, less shield, less healing, but retain. Increase the effect by 100% until activated. Max 4 times. So you can retain this and stack for a lot, much more of an effect later on. Unique. This is an upgrade. When AP is 0, create 1 creation and destruction. It's the normal one that you see on the left. Decrease cost of those cards by 1. So if you want to use a lot more AP, if you want to keep that up, then maybe this is a selection that you can upgrade that you can have. Oh, last one, I almost forgot. Very interesting, another Gamba card. Okay, defense-based damage for each cost of this card. When a card is exhausted, randomly change the cost of this card from 1 to 9. I don't even know how 9 could be used, but if you get all the circles, you can do a lot more damage. I don't actually know how many people are going to be using Tifera for damage, but moving on. Dual Creation Epiphany. Upgrade. Initiation. When 2 archetype cards are created, create 1 identical card in this kind of file. So you will get 1 more. When 3 archetype cards are used, create 1 identical card in hand and apply retain to that card. This is only the square. That when a square is activated, create 1 different archetype card in this card file. And remember, square is the draw. So when you draw 1 more, when you draw activated, you can get another one in the discard file. And this one's a skill. Create 1 of each archetype card, create 1 of the next archetype card, and exhaust. Card exhausted. Last one, the upgrade. When an archetype card is moved to hand, duplicate that card and remove a random effect. So I also had a question on this. It's like, remove a random effect? What does that actually mean? So you're duplicating a card. Let's say you're duplicating this. So either the heal or 1 AP is going to be removed. That's what it means. But it's also random. So there's a whole lot of RNG built into her Epiphany. So you have to be careful sometimes. Sometimes you might get super highs or super lows. I think you need to have a lot of playtime on this character to get the highs. And certainly I think a very high skill capped character, and understanding her, I think needs some time as well. So those are going to be the basic epiphanies. Ego skill. Oh. Okay. Hold on 1 second. No panicking. Ah! Ego skill! Got it! Woo! Select and create 1 archetype card, and the next 3 times an ego skill is used, create an additional card, decrease cost of the next ego skill used by 3. So when you use her ego skill, you will reduce down the other cost, the next ego skill cost by 3. But it doesn't, from what I tested, it doesn't become 0. I think the minimum actually stays 1. So keep that in mind. And card motion, let's do some restoration. I think you guys want to see all of it. Nice and casual. Lobby, please. Oh, creation and destruction looks pretty cool. Dual creation. Looking very nice. Event horizon. I like the cube effect. So those are going to be the 5 Motions. Time for potential. The reason why I mentioned about the barrier deployment is because of the potential. Here, the normal, the Chaos Epiphany, basic card upgrade, common card upgrade, unique card upgrade. But here, decrease heal amount of the barrier deployment card to 70% and add a 70% shield effect. So now the card becomes this. It's a 70-70, but it has an upgrade, so that's why it's showing 84-84. So this one, it's a defense upgrade and crit chance upgrade here. Now moving on. Plus 5% heal and shield gain amount to archetype card. If Tefera defense is greater than 250, additional 5% to the modifier. And the last upgrade is defense is greater than 300. At the start of the battle, plus 10% to critical damage to allies. Not to Tefera, to allies. This one Nisan activates. Yes. Really good upgrade right there. So let's go to Manifest Ego. It's finally time. E1, change the max stack count to a 4 upgrade for the event horizon from 3 to 4. So you can get this upgrade from 3 to 4. So if you can have to 4, you can have up to 5 AP instead of 4 AP. So that is actually crazy. Draw 1. So this is the upgrade you can get. E2. When an archetype card, so this one can be a little confusing. So when an archetype card is activated, gain that card's shape effect. When the shape stack to 3, create one card consisting of the stacked shape effect. Circle, heal 150, triangle, increase damage 30%, square, draw 1 archetype card. Once per turn. So what this means that the 3 archetype cards you use, if you use 3 circles, then you will have 3 circles, giving you a bunch of heals, 3 times the heal. If you use square only, you will get square, square, square. This E2. But it's only once per turn, otherwise it's gonna be way too powerful. Increase E3, increase the additional creation card of archetype resonance to 3 times. Increase the cost decrease effects of the next ego skill used to 3. We've seen this. So before you upgrade, I believe it's 2. But with the upgrade, it's 3. E4, when Tefera's archetype card is used, gain power of archetype effect. Power of archetype. Increase the damage amount of attack cards of the allies by 5%. Increase order attribute damage of the allies by 5%. And increase defense-based damage of allies by 5%. So she's definitely a damage booster. And at the end of the turn, we remove power of architect, max 2 stacks. E5, increase the potentials. E6, Tefera's unique cards receive damage amount, increase effects gained from archetype triangle cards, but are changed to not be consumed. So at the start of the battle, change archetype triangle damage amount increased from 30% to 35%, and the max stack from 300 to 350. So wording is a little confusing. So far from what I understood is that before your ally actually gets to use an attack card, Tefera attacking will not decrease the buff that was already stacked from Tefera's artifact. Not artifact, excuse me. Archetype. Creation and destruction got me off there. So this can be a little confusing, but please try this one out later. And that is all for Manifest Ego. So now that we know a little bit more about Tefera, I know there's a lot of RNG involved and it can be confusing. Even if I explain it again, it's, I think, better to translate from tomorrow's gameplay sometimes. So it is time for action. we do have a video with Tifera, so let's hit that play button.
またお会いしましたね、艦長。
제게 맡겨주세요.
帝国の執行官ティペラです。ファーストと一緒なら余裕です。私はこんなこともできます。執行官の実力をお見せします。ぜひ味わってみてください。はあ、執行官ティペラ、準備完了。私の力をしっかりお見せします。心配入り。はあ、さあ今だ。このくらい私はこんなこともできます。心配入り、想像の力よ。
命令有意な苦痛になる。
このくらいなら執行官の実力をお見せします。心配入り、想像の力よ。想像の力よ。
待っている。足りない。命令しろ。空気を
私の力をしっかりお見せします。心配入り、私はこんなこともできます。このくらいな執行官の実力をお見せします。心配入り、想像の力よ。想像の力よ。
急げ、これは痛むぞ。
このくらいの私にお任せください。心配。はあ、この想像の力よ。心配、想像の力よ。
準備は終わ、これは痛むぞ。
このくらいの想像の力よ。執行官ティペラ、準備完了。コーヒー実はあんまりだけど砂糖入りなら飲めます。
So, what did you guys think about some convincing gameplay video? So, had some I don't understand anything. She certainly does take some time to digest because she's got lots of unique RNG Fiesta involved. But nice, very nice ego animation. I think one of my favorite actually. So here is some recommended formation. Because she is a boosting ally that does all. She's got a lot of pairing. Orlia, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have built Orlia from with the spores and chapter 1. It also works really well with Tifera for extra buff and 9. So maximum damage, just one hit maximum damage with the combo. And then the second, she really works well with the Haru as well. So a lot of love for Haru. And Barrel has been rising up in popularity. We've seen that. And surprisingly, you saw from the video, Kayron with Exhaust. You can maximize the Exhaust combo. So for those Kayron lovers, certainly try her out with Kayron. She does work really well. Maybe with Nia, maybe not with Nia, to be honest, guys. And the last one, draw support for some upgraded AoE attacks. Certainly a last one with all greens. Could be a really good team. So we talked about enough about Tifera. So time to talk about her partner, Tiana. Here she is. Ooh, her sister. So defense scale. Assigned as a combatant, create 3 exhaust cards. Increase damage of the next attack card of allies. Again here, allies, 15 to 30%, max 2 stacks. When activated, shield and heal through order cards, 16 to 12 crit chance on allies. So certainly another big booster partner, I would say, for the allies. Her ego skill, draw 1 exhaust card, and the next 2 times an exhaust skill is used, draw 1 exhaust card, and decrease the cost of the next ego skill used by 1. So similar type of ego effect in Tiana as well. Oh, a lot of you guys loving her design. Oh, insane. Certainly called it controller, I bet. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's Tiana. So let's go back in game and check
執行官たちもフ
our
ァーストを見た
Tifera
ことはほとんどない
in
ですよ
lobby.
特にこんな近くで話したことなん
And her perk mode. Very different feels. No, a lot more casual. As you can see the point. As
これま
that's
での
the
任務
script.
報告書を整理していました
Looks amazing, so cute. Crying emojis out there. She certainly got the charms. So, and
見
again
てて
here
ください
with Cassius and Maribel will be the pickup. And with Tiana,
何かご用
we have Alyssa. We have Alyssa and Rahel as a pickup schedule. And so they will be available for rescue for the next 3 weeks. Yes, we can have the banner. Yes, you guys probably know the schedule by now. It's 3 weeks. I wish this is not my account. I'm running out of a lot of resources on my account, so. So that's enough about the combatant and the partner. Now let's talk a little bit more about the story of season number 2, chapter number 2. We've got a new story, and I had the chance to go through the story a couple hours ago. I really like the story. I really like the story better than chapter 1, honestly. So this one's about burning life and a black market. So in the process, Tifera's hidden past will come to light, and her character emerge from the shadow. In addition, new facts about Fang, the character who runs the black market, and the new chaos burning life, and will gradually be revealed through the story. Hope everyone enjoyed the new chapter. And by the way, the skip button in chapter 1 didn't quite skip too many lines, I know. And that feedback was already sent in the previous broadcast, guys. So they're working on it ASAP. So just bear that in mind, that the skip button is getting a better skip button in the future. And that's just chapter number 2, which means the Great Rift is back. We have the new boss, Colossus. We all met this guy within the first chapter story, right? The Gigachad monster with a lot of fingers over his face. You must first destroy both hands before you can attack the head. So Colossus' head becomes attackable only when both arms or both hands are destroyed. Then if the head is hit, it will return to an untargetable state. So that signals single target mega damage combatant seems to be one of the answers. And with the Great Rift, the ranking board improvements. So merit ranking tier will get a further subdivision. Rank display for each tier, expanded rewards acquisition range. So for example, let's say if you are high diamond tier from before, will now be Master 5 instead. So you can receive Master's rewards. So instead of just having Diamond and Master, we will have like Diamond 1, Diamond 2, Diamond 3, Diamond 4, Diamond 5. So we'll have a lot more subdivision within the tier. This will give a lot more chances for you to actually go up a tier. So feeling a lot more rewarding. And that's the Great Rift ranking. The next, we have the hidden bosses coming back in Season 2, but a different hidden boss. So Season 2, encounter and battle by entering the hidden boss area during a chaos run. So it says special rewards are available, so I know you want to know some more info, so I already went to the dev and asked the question. So what are the special rewards? So, and the answer was hidden boss only arena equipment, and also some extra credit because there is some lack of credit from the meditation rerolls. So yeah, with that, I think hidden boss is going to be very rewarding. But there are several steps that you have to go through for this hidden boss. We'll talk more about that, how to unlock that feature in the following segment. We have the second supply store open. This is the one with the Omega code. So I know a lot of you guys, a lot of Protoss have been waiting for this Omega code. Additionally, we also have prepared various rewards for growth. And next, environment variables. What is this? So this is a season exclusive, like a skill tree system. Consume a new resource called Memory of Light to upgrade nodes and unlock these necessary skills. Upgrades, it's a season-specific mechanics, such as equipment refinement rerolls will be in here as well. Dice roll bonuses and increased chance of random fate occurrence. Lots of reasons to go for the skill tree. And so we've talked about these. So let's actually hop in game and check these out for a second before we move on to the next. So first, we've had the ranking, we have the chaos, zero system. So it will look like this, and the first one is a challenger's qualification, gatekeeper's trial. This is gatekeeper's trial that leads you into the hidden boss. So you need to level this up before you go into chaos and activate the hidden boss. So this is the first thing you want to. So I'll show you some of these in option. +1 dice roll effect in chaos. So these are just +1, +1, +1. Equipment refinement, refresh count. 1, 1, 1. Unlock the seasonal fate. Gemnation? What is that? I actually do not know what that is. I guess I'll find it out with all of you tomorrow. Increase the chance of seasonal fate appear burning life by 5%. Gain monetary. Ooh, at the start of combat, gain one evasion. That's huge. Seems like there's a lot of upgrades to do, guys. That's the variables. And also, since you guys want to know about the season, let's hop into season first for a second. Great Rift and the rankings will be like that. Platinum, Master 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be subdivided. So you can get some different awards depending on where you land. Sticker looks pretty awesome. A few different stickers in there. So that's not all. We have more. We actually next we have the Protoss Synchro. Oh, synchronization system it was announced in the roadmap, so we finally have it. It's designed for users who own characters but cannot utilize them because of some insufficient growth materials. You can use it on one combatant. can be selected to sync with your captain's level. So at captain level 50, the combatant is adjusted to level 55 with corresponding potentials. So, oh, this one also, can we hop in game and see this one actually? So, Epione Center, on the left bottom, you can check that this is added now. So depending on your captain level, your account level. Oh, not that one, this one. Yes. So depending on the stage, if you're level 20, you can get up to 28, 30, 40. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are 50 plus, 55, 6, 7. You can get a lot of potential along with this. So some of you guys are asking, so why do we need this if we already had the adaptation? So, and just in case I already asked the devs, and the answer was, so for a single character, there's no limit to which content you can play with the sync combatant. When it also allows you to equip memory fragment. The adaptation, you cannot change the equipment, but this one you can. So that's going to be the big difference. So that's the Proto Sync. And you can also, you don't have to go through that. It's right here in the combatant sync. You can go straight, click that, and that's, I think, honestly, that's a lot easier for you to go straight directly from combatant to synchro. So there are two different ways of going in here. And next, we have some new content updates. Let's go through these. Recharge sand of time function. A lot of you guys have been asking for this because most of the time you're doing some undo one turn or doing the dice, the re-dice. So recharging sand of time actually consumes crystals. And each recharge grant 5 sand of time, up to maximum of 8 recharges. Just bear in mind, the recharging function is blocked within the Great Rift. So just making it fair and square. So similar to recharging ether, the cost increases with each charge. And we have the new story event for Tifera as well. Spite's Shadow. So dreaming of rewielding Critias, Riku has a few requests for the captain and Tifera to delve into the darkness of Spelt. So find out more about the story. That will be available after the updates. Some cool stories available for you to understand and get some more information about Tifera. And each request unlocks every 2 weeks. So, and at the end, you can discover Tifera's hidden epilogue. Wait for the epilogue. Time for some QOL changes. Personally, a big one. Season Pass improvements. Lots of feedback on the Season Pass. 900 crystals will be added. So, increased rewards for the purchased pass, added 900 crystals, and the particles will now change to core, which is a lot more required for the big upgrade. So I know a lot of you guys are running out of core of memory all the time. This is a big change. I personally like this one as well. So more QOL, but big one's coming. Let's talk about refinement. So mentioned earlier that we will be changing refinement, some new addition and some enhancement to those low-picked refinements. So up on top, we've got the new addition for the refinement, plus 30% cost to 1 cost or lower. Sounds like we all know where that's going. Increase damage amount of extra attacks by 25. Ooh, if you put that on the equipment with the extra attack, that's crazy. A plus 30 defense-based damage amount. Nice. When a card of this unit is drawn through an ability, increase damage amounts by 50% of that card for 50% for one turn, but still very powerful. So a lot of new effects are coming in for versatile to be used on many different combatants, and some enhancements on the bottom. Retain the exhausted 100% fixed damage to a random enemy 2 times per turn each. Okay, that could be, there's a similar equipment that already does that. For upgrade, maybe you can have it on top of that as well. At the start of the turn and after the end of the turn, if the state of owning shield 100% fixed damage to all allies. At the start of the turn and after the turn, so it's doubling its effect. Last one, counterattack lovers, you're gonna love this. 200% defense-based damage to all enemies. So that is that for refinement. We got more QOL. This is something new. New Spectral Cube will be added. This is the exchange shop that you go from lobby. This is basically a 5-star selector. So it'll cost 2. For now, it'll only have the original 5-star pool, which means the heroes before Haru. And for those of you asking, I wanted to ask the same question, so I already have the answer. Will there be more addition of the hero pool to the Spectral Cube in the future? And the dev answer was, there is a plan for the future, but not immediately. So hope that answer will help you make decisions for the selector. So for now, the selector, 5-star selector will be everything before Haru. So original 5-star combatants only. But there is a plan in the future to add heroes in the pool. Combatant profile improvements. Oh, so added a profile menu where you can view all combatant illustration at once. You can check rescue, mental breakdown, and some special illustration, the voice lines as well. So right top when you click on combatants, I'll show you guys in game very soon, but moving on to the next. Improved sorting feature for combatant and memory fragments. Improved to sort by release order, so you will have Tifera on top, 9, Narja, Serenial, and so on. For the sets, this is for the filter. When you select on the filter, you will actually see the set effects. If you're not familiar with how they look, I still sometimes get confused, so it will actually display. And these actually, can we hop in game again and check these out? You already seen the screen? We have these, and when you go in, on right top, there's this profile button. You can check all the info, voice lines, tons of, touch one? Ah, okay, documents, okay.
執行官の仕事ですか？話し始めたらキリがないのですが。
You can check the voice lines.
とりあえず、私がどうやって執行官になったかという。
Expressions. Ah, very similar to. Yes. These are the profile record of a moment. These are unlocked, but you do need to raise the epiphany. Not epiphany. Yes. Yeah, affinity. Yes. Got me there for a second. For ego, mental breakdown, and perk mode. Not going to be showing that all because that will be also in. And also, can we go to stories and fragments, please? Oh, let's go. Let's go the easier way.
艦長、要員管理中ですか？
Manage,
何かお手
filter,
伝いできることはあり
set.
ますか？
So you can actually see the set on the bottom. So that's an upgrade. Thank you for the quality of life. That's in game. And can we hop back to the image? Next, we have the Unigram story added for the new combatant, Tifera. And new Bond stories added for Calipe and Cassius. Some exciting things. So Unigram, make sure to keep on checking on the Unigram to keep on the story and have some dialogues in between your combatants. It's just stuck on the left all the time. Calipe, yes, finally. Cassius, my boy. Oh, yes. No, Veronica. Yes, we'll keep on updating the Unigram. So it'll take some time for some of the combatants, but it will come in time. Thank you for your patience. Calipe, my goat. That's the Unigram story updates. And as always, we will have new events. Bunch of events running at the same time, so make sure to grab everything while it lasts. For some of them. Oh, and we have another overdrive. If you see at the bottom, make sure to wait. Only 2 times a day? Hopefully that's a typo. But overdrive is there. Don't forget about it. Those are the events. This is something new. This is the first of many that we will promote. We would like to see how much talent on a variety of communities with our CZN characters. So post your artwork on Stove fan art section and you might be the winner. Total prize pool of $10,000. Oh, so more detailed notice will be available on Stove. And the event period starts from next week, March to April. So about 6 weeks. So if you have some illustration, some cool images, keep it in hand and post it on the Stove. And there were some, I've seen a lot of great artwork out there, like some really good GIF. I thought they were honestly officials and they were just fan-made. Thank you for that. But we will continue to have these type of festivals in the future. It's not a one-time thing. We will continue to build on these illustration contests. So keep sending them in and keep working on your favorite combatants. We always appreciate your wonderful, wonderful art to be shared. And this is another thing that was revealed already yesterday, actually. Meet Protoss. It's all available on Stove. It's pretty long, but it's an interview with rank 1 Protoss from each server. It was quite a good read. I actually like this one. So, Nato Semari, rank 1 from Asia server. We had some interviews. Actually, a pretty long server. And the Mr. Blow from the global server. Yes, I know it takes the #1 gamer. Oh, yes. And also Magikarp or Magikarp. Second half of the global server. So we do have these interviews, so please go check them out. It was a really good read. I found it very, very interesting and got to see all the decks that they were using as well. And this was an interview with the creator, the GIF. I thought this was actually official, but Yeah, lemon. Very cute. Love it. Thank you so much for all the work. It shows in detail how this was made. So that's available on Stove. It's in GM notes. It's not in the announcements. Go scroll down to GM notes and it's right there. So you can scroll all the way down. Always appreciate all the artwork out there. Thank you for sharing. So very likely after season 2, maybe we'll have the interview with the rank 1 from each server as well. And lots of interesting words from the rank 1 players out there. And certainly spent a lot of time, I could tell, grinding decks and also grinding the Great Rift. And with that, we have one more. We still need... Next slide, please. Creator wanted. I believe there's not much time. About a week left. We want you, yes. And all the content creators that are watching the live and VOD right now, you are the one. Please apply because there's not that much time left. So hop in and check. So check in for everything. But that does finish us in less than an hour. So that's less than an hour, which means that we got some extra time to... Any news about season 3? No clue. We still have lots of weeks to go through for season number 2. Some extra time, which means we can go in-game and check out the Great Rift. Oh, yeah, okay, that one goes as well. The viewing rewards, crystals, 500. Hoping everyone the best of luck. Was pulling for Tifera. Many of you who saved up also for Tifera. Best of luck, honestly. And before we end the broadcast, let's have a sneak peek onto the Great Rift Colossus. So this is just, bear in mind, this isn't the final build that will be released for patch tomorrow. That's a really casual, zazzy song. Can we have some in-game audio, please? There we go, thank you. So this deck is perfectly set up to go through the first phase easily. So I will just go through this with the break. Let's just go for the easy break first. Bear in mind, this is just a normal. Yeah, we don't hear Senmetsu for some reason. But again, this is a test build. Won't be like this tomorrow. So after destroying both hands, this will take some time. I will add in Senmetsu. I will add in some volume. After destroying both hands, we won't get the face reveal because Colossus is a little shy. And after some turns, this is the first phase. After some attacks, it goes back to the hand. I'm just gonna go through this really quickly. So we actually get to see early upgrade. This won't really matter much. As you can tell, first phase does take quite a while. Everyone type in the audio for me so we can fill that in. Yes, Lightning Dingo. Won't do much. Let's see if... Upgrade for break. Then we get cards again. I don't think I can finish this in turn. What I'm trying to do is to show you guys 9, which is the second team. And sadly, this just takes some time, so bear with me for now.
攻撃が来る。避けて。
Okay, thanks for waiting. Yeah, the homing lasers, it's just one by one. So, and for now, as you can see, is stunned. For those of you who's already creating some strategy, stunned. Try to give you all the information possible. Some good sound. Here we go.
これはちょっと難しいです。
Oh, now, that's a boss.
このくらい。
Upgrade duel. Let's just use. On both.
私は
And
こんなことがで
create
きます。
these cards.
このくらいなら問題ありません。
As you can see, heal 1 AP. The more circles you have, you can just stack up these AP. Look, AP 5 already. I want to upgrade, and let's see, extreme, just a normal extreme. So with this much AP, you can use extreme twice. Well, if that landed on the first, we could have an easier time. And because we used a lot of exhaust, this cost actually went down all the way. 2,300 weight, is that right?
ぜひ味わってみてください。
Oh, decent, more than decent. That's certainly a +1. So,
心配いりません。
as you can see, Event Horizon, 1 AP, 1 draw, 40%.
このくらい私はこんなこともできます。心配いりません。このくらいな
Get
ら
more
も
AP.
想像の力よ。心配いりません。
And it went to draw, so it's 1 AP, draw 2, 40%.
この
We
くらい
use one more.
想像の力よ。心配いりません。
Now it's draw 2, 80%. Upgrade times the
このくらいならも
The more you use it,
心配いり
now
ま
it's
せ
a
ん。
2 HP, 2 AP, so it's random. It doesn't just go 1, 1, 1. It just happens to be 1, 1, 1 this time.
このく
So
らい
it's 2
なら問題
AP
ありません。
with 2 costs. So if I use this,
執行官ティペラ準備完了。
I'm basically using nothing. This Tefera, right now I believe it's E0.
心配いりません。
This is the damage boost. Damage boost.
想像の力よ。
She creates a lot more cards, and you need to manage your hand. You need to find a way to manage your hand because you have so many cards when you hit E2 or E4. So I will boost some AP. Oh, yeah, just select the card. We'll just boost. Counter.
このくらい
And create.
私はこんなこともできます。
Did I see that number right? You hit him once. If you hit the head once, goes back to the hand. So you just stack all the buff possible, hit the head. Going to be the main drill. Jesus, you think this is a lot of damage? Don't be surprised how much damage the top rank players will do with Tefera, because there's a lot of RNG, and with the right call of the right RNGs, the more RNG the character has, usually the skill cap or the damage buff can be much higher than you can guess. So partner effect, okay. You can see it's a 6/6 on the bottom. If you use the partner, there's alignment, draws 1, and it goes down to 5/5. As you can see, so that's a little sneak peek of what we have. So just going to be much longer, much longer. So I will just finish here. So that's the Great Rift that you'll be enjoying through the next weeks of phase. Hope you guys can go through all type of creation, all type of teams that you want to go through the first phase and the second phase. Tefera certainly does boost a lot of damage when the right cards in the right hand. Can be very complex. Still, my understanding of the character with one-day play is it is just not complete. Nowhere to be completed, and there's a lot of RNG involved with a lot of different epiphanies as well. So I think it requires a few days or maybe a week or more time for a lot of Protoss to really gather through what's the best, what can pull out the most amount of damage, and there's a lot of RNG involved, so think about that as well. But hopefully you guys liked the sneak peek and all the news delivered today. So you already, again, can we have the rewards one more time, the 500 crystals? Yes. The live broadcast viewing rewards will be there. You don't have to type in anything. It'll be in your mailbox, but it's only for 7 days, so make sure to log in and claim this. And that is it, actually, for the Galaxy News Network. Thank you, everyone, for watching, because you would imagine there will be someone else joining here. Not today. I tried to go as fast as possible, information-based. Hope you guys like this version as well. The other broadcasts, I had to wait for the developers to come in, so there was a time delay on a lot of it. That is it for the special Galaxy News Network for Tefera and Tiana. We have a little breakdown, so enjoy it, and I'll catch you all later.
もうやめて思い出したくない